Hey, what's up? It's Joe. Welcome to my 5-Minute Friday for November 3rd. So, things in my mind this week. There's an interesting Wall Street Journal article I read, was it yesterday? Came out on October 30th, but it's titled "The Divide Between CMOs and CEOs is Growing, Research Finds." And the subtitle is "Chief Executives Say They Understand What Marketing Chiefs Do. Not at all. CMOs agree." So, it's interesting. Marketing's been around for a long time. I think depending on how you look at it, it may have been around since 1500 BC. I think the modern incarnation, maybe the Mad Men era, is the 50s and 60s. But in any case, the whole idea is, you're trying to influence the public to buy things, right? And so this is a practice that's been around for ages. And yet, CEOs and chief marketing officers don't necessarily agree on the function. This article is very fascinating. I'll add it to the show notes. It's full of, I think, a lot of interesting tidbits that can relate to data. Let me give you some examples here. There's an interesting quote here. Let me see if we can find it here. 9 out of 10 CEOs say that the role marketing plays is clearly defined at their companies, according to a new McKinsey survey that tracks relationships between CEOs and CMOs. But only 22% of marketing chiefs say their jobs are well defined and understood by other C-suite executives, down from 31% in 2019. So from 31% to 22%. And again, marketing's been around forever. I'll get to the punchline in a second. So if CEOs and CMOs can't agree on the role and the outcomes of this position in a field that I would say is very should be well established and well defined, what are we to think of roles like chief data officer, chief analytics officer, chief data and AI officer, and so forth? Data is, I would say, a relatively new field. The application of data has been done since time immemorial, but data in itself is has come out on its own recently. One of my friends, she was the first chief data officer or chief data and AI officer in the world. And that role was only created back in 2015, 2016, right? So these are new roles. And this is a new field. And yet we expect the business to just buy into what we're doing automatically. I think this is a bit of a fool's errand. And we, as an industry, I think need to take a step back and evaluate the expectations that we're setting and the expectations that are, bestowed upon us as data professionals. I don't think it's as clear cut as we think. If marketing, again, has been around for ages, and that has a lot of, misaligned expectations and misunderstandings, then I have no hope that the data is going to be in a better spot, right? And so again, I rant about this every week. I feel like I'm the crazy guy at the old folks home who keeps ranting about the old war stories and stuff. But it's the thing we need to do is probably get off our high horse, stop talking about data, and start aligning with business functions. I talked about this last week. Talk about it pretty much every episode. It's probably at the point where I just stop recording future episodes and just refer you back to the old ones. But this article stood out to me. It's fascinating. And when I talk to my chief data officer friends, they lament that the CMO job is, the tenure in that's very, very low. I think the chief data officer role is the one that's actually lower than the CMO position. So I don't know if CMOs and chief data officers and related need to get together and have a support group, but something's got to give, right? Again, marketing it's not a new field. But the fact that CMOs tenures tend to be very, very low, and the fact that CEOs tenures tend to be a lot lower, I think it speaks volumes to maybe we need to reevaluate again how we're thinking about this entire craft and how we approach it at an executive level. So anyway, that's my rant today. I'm off to Toronto, Canada in just a bit. So I'm recording this on a Thursday, and then next week I'll be, my schedule's kind of crazy. So go to Toronto today, give a talk at DAMA Days, Canada tomorrow, and then fly back Saturday, have Sunday off, and then I fly to Finland on Monday. Get back from there, spend Sunday at home, and then I go to Denver, Colorado for a couple of days, and then off to, San Jose? Yeah, so, and there's a bunch more after that, but anyway, so Recording this, getting ahead of the game. But anyway, hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.